Welcome to 102.7 FM.
Promise. Yes. 102.7 Massa. Fire.
Yamama Jona, Yamama Kwaba, and then so Ukwada Yatanase, Nonai Abapa Hunsima Edu Bako live on 102.7 Promise Radio Highway Sports. Bre and Aswa Kudiamun Sama Abuano, if we said Dumianu a boy, Abepim Samre Yadeba, na Yaba Abesumo, Ewa Casa Fidiano Seba Common on a ya na a Fisamo Abuano, Yadia Bremo. Wabra also enjoy show no yeah live our Facebook Promise Radio and our Oyepa and Promise Sports umenya live our Facebook show no esa live our Promise Television na yabra yebe din komo our Accra Hearts of Folk wama say has announced a new signing entino chese third signing Eko has of folk omo asye ye de hunsem ebeba no pa what is say bobo disciplinary committee omo ruling on the buyer efa RTU players and the RTU team no na fe omo officials na players na ye see revoke omo licenses no omo representatives ni bi enye too happy and also ye de hunsem enso eba and enwumrei ewo kasa fidie no so ye kwama no nia unim say when we Olympic Games soccer action and mema from na sase ene na mum official opening ceremony eba so efia the results and they said the games ni bi ekọ edebema mo Argentina omu first game Olympic Games ni no ensembia si France wo Copa America no any chanting bi ekọ so no France echitafo na retaliate hunsem ewa hana nyumra ni nyina yaboabo no ebetwetwe nkomo enso ewo kasafidie ni so the boss player Eugene Adu Poku striker Petit Pele watenase otwaso ede amaye hwe ni mo esemo messages no ebeba ne akenkan bi ede amamo boss good evening
so lo bibia bokode
nyame adom bibia e fa
enyoma ekoso kama
yes bibia eko okay bibia eko
okay this Olympic Games na shase
yes
na match since Argentina de na yesay
Argentina nya late equalizer 2-2 omni Morocco
na the ball na no mpesa Argentina be lose
o sa
na 15 minutes they to so they didn't know we no
na stoppages in the doors oh
yeah doors
but so Argentina team no mo huru omo papa
oh France
oh yes omo ba Argentina national anthem nyina na France supporters no ba stadium no omo boo players no and omo boo anthem no omo ball whistles ne ade because of enema see or Copa America Argentina team ne and don't forget say players be feature wa hanoma na omuka Copa America team no Julian Alvarez Nicolas Otamendi Geronimo Rulli senior players on by no nyina na omo Copa America omo bo edema Argentina ntino yes video na course ewo omo flight ni mu abra na omo gi omani no players we nyina kan bi ntino samuhema mu di difference wa tem so makosisa black players na omo free France no be bobo gi nkuru amamo na se ne mo ba omo soil ebebo football tournament almost on him betcha am so pantino na game ne ko na wie ye ne kra no echitafo ne toto ne ma bago pramane so anomu tonsuo ne bottles ne ade ebo Argentina players nti game ne ende ya na Argentina team no dimrika ewramu ewota na onimu a wo mo call mo dressing room enema esisi wo game nim no yes ye de ehun sem kakra ebeba e de amatifo
eti wey ani bebre ani ebedi hu nkomo eye anwumrei kopim se ye besoro so no nsia ewo eye Promise 102.7 live on Promise TV has a folk now ka say o ma announce eye defender
yes
sisi o sa de abaso ma sign goalkeeper
oh say na obvious nti na is I for no
de munimu na Benjamin Asare
but yen ka say we pray de yes. Oh yes.
Opera bay.
There be Benjamin Mumumpra, Dreams goalkeeper Agbashina, yes. Dreams goalkeeper.
Na
Ekobo.
Okay.
In feature ball.
You be share F ruling ni so hon sensem kakra.
Yeah.
Na you be linking it to Olympic Games no.
Okay.
So you need to be link there.
Oh yes, links home.
Kwa be na be fa so dia link.
FA ruling no.
Aye.
Say they say players here revoke your licenses here, especially say omo akọ omo edian ba team sheet so ni players here omo potential so omo so ebo edema Ghana your Olympic team no because ebimu ages no fall within sa ages no betimi abode ama Ghana under 23 no and under you can under 23 so a representation in Olympics
exam sanke bia committee ama bia be 4/10
hey my feel
based on me you na ma setting there
okay 4/10 we no
come ma 4/10 but
okay
e be fine sa solo
boss
enu anwumre na no pe na FD rule ni bae
e bae no anwumre
yes na ye we program no manya course pa
okay
e dey afa e ruling no ho
and on my headline no
said dey ayifo no na ebufu abam o hwenwoma ne bia solo ya na edume bia say ye de wo to ade ano se wo ye panyini na nipa hyawase a memma na nye se nipa no mo hyawase no se bi wonim nyansa che wo nyina
okay
so tere me che na
se
me yana me believe say position kura no solo benya aya na enyame nhyehyeye
yes
enye obia na ye wo ne ba asase so omedi nipa anim but ebia ne nyansa wo no solo ebia nyansa ne nyansa wo soro pa but nyame nhyehyeye mu no ya mo na ama so ma medi nipa so ana so medi nipa anim so tere me chena se
no correct
unya sa position na
me twa kakra to de ne so bia ye tibia so enya position ni bibia ye bia no ewiase afam ni nipa afam de eya na mpempie opportunity
say no kura na nyame ambema
yes because
ansa na benya opportunity ne dise nyame nsa ye dey
yes because this planning committee enyo mo nko ane lawyers a omo Ghana
nti say unya sa dibre na omo hye wase na omo di wachi no na odi ani di ama omo na panyini ba ko frɛ me na o say na kotokone has aso omoto ama football no egu ada bia na mo ka ho asem ba aso mo ntie
okay
so kotokone has ntie ba da bia so ne yete radio so na ye ka ho asem unim Olympic Games ya ashasi ayi na ye hwe France ne Morocco ya hachira Fakimi no Tamendi no Wule na Mares
yes
solo me first Olympic Games men's football me hwe na 1992
okay
Barcelona 92 uru ani dia de Samadi
yes
late on the koye
ona na mo so
multi system
yes
o hwade bi ye ko 1992 Olympics no Ghana ye squad ye de koye ni solo tiu Anthony Osei Kojo Mensa
Asante Kotoko
Frank Amankwa
no nso no okotoko ana
o de untimi no wayi masuti
de yanko
Asante Kotoko Isaac Asare
asase
Isaac Asare no wo Anderlecht
okay
ye ball Starless 91 Italian 91 so ye ball 1990 World Cup no
yeah
ye sa ball under 17 World Cup the following year 91 ewo Italy Ghana na koje ye Isaac Asare ye ball tournament we an Anderlecht for be fa na koye Mohamed Gago no Torino Joachim yawo champion okay yawo champion
oh yes
this year Kokochi team
Diana Stars
okay.
yeah
na yawo champion ewo go face and as good
okay
Alex Nyako na Alex Nyako wo Dawu Youngsters ye bo wie na Alex Nyako be fa Kotoko
okay
Oli Raman ewo Asante Kotoko ni Odate Lamte no Odate Sukwa Anderlecht Kwame Ayu abedipele nwa Kwame Ayu no Metz ewo France
okay
the late Samokwe no House of Folk Abladikuma Sabatu no nso House of Folk Samuel Osekufo Tuga no Torino
okay
Samia J no Go Fields Mohamed Dramani Kalilu Dramani no House of Folk Bernard Ai no House of Folk Simon Ado no Go Face Maso Kunadu Asante Kotoko ya preko ono so ka under 17 fo na ebo wi omo kwa Anderlecht no ba ofi has ene call 1991 under 17 a onam so de call eye Anderlecht ena Mahmoud Amadou non so Asante Kotoko ena afi Ibrahim Dose non so ewo eye Dawu Youngsters uhwe din amaboya solo wanya kura no ubenya has 5 Kotoko 5
yes
into kambo ma 10 ba fo akwaba obekai pa ubenya has 5 no wanya bia Kotoko 5 a o kambo ma ebe 10 na solo ye call tournament no 1992 no ye call tournament no usi ye boya kodu semi final ena oman aye from Spain anom ye host nation no say omo share semi final no na omo share semi final ni wiye no Ghana be the first African country aba member bobo mu a yenya gold medal yenya medal which is
Olympics, yes.
Olympic games
in football.
Yes, in football. We are beating Yako 96 near about 2004 dear no. Oba 96 so a Yakobo multi system and Yakobo multi system no Atlanta 96 no.
Yeah.
Obo say players do na has Kotoko go face has Kotoko go face me can local players no. Oba 2004 the last time we call Olympic games so a anya hwe kura no mo call Olympic games no na Kotoko ne has ahun from abom me kai ba for Poku Mahala.
Yeah.
Yebo qualifiers he was virtually like the face of Ghana a team na dey boy na asa na chiri asamoja no nua ba for Jan bae William Tiero okay no solo
yes.
Okay William Tiero
so no be Black Stars ni bia kama
enti solo ohwe sa nyoma we nyina na obusa ho say ene pa sanka Ghana enya akonya ko Olympic games bia players ya yebo ni numbers ya Kotoko ne has nyai sa 92 ni 96 ne ho anwan ene omu benya
David
adenti no munya
because me feel say unte generally ya dey be ameka say quality of your players na aba from generally and football nyina na quality na aba from but in recent times so Kotoko ne has in chair say omu betimi infuse young talent e omu team ama omu glitter ombenya national team abo because recent call-ups are in your junior sides no under 17 under 20 under 23 even your Black Stars no when your players from Kotoko ana has e bia ba akubi the last young player oko national team of Kotoko side meka junior side na Shadrakado enyo ne ba ya oni coach be nya asem no uyi onu free onu ma menka ise Kotoko recently omunya players e under 17 20 23 and because ya haneso no FA no e pese omo sesa how omo fa players they call national teams no they say ni akwa ni say more of agency players say they be a target no ti say won kan agency bi one heading so be room they say ni fa players are dreams still believe
answers in the woman but baby I make on say
omo Lucy omo grip
and then Kotoko ne has say offer the history of these two clubs omo contribution to Ghana football unya club bia wo Ghana ha obetimi amache wo
David
Of course.
ena omo kasiye club bia ni wo Ghana obetimi de wato ena e bia betimi age league ti say Samates ba untimi fa ho toto Kotoko ne has ba de akoba ne say teams mienu Ghana football egu no Kotoko ne has akoma no atum nanse ya na UEFA oka UEFA sikasem na Rema de Florentino Perez ogada clubs for Europe no so mo beti de mo yi no mfa nam se fene de Super League
Super League
European Italy
European Super League
Juventus for who Milan for who Inter for Barcelona England for the no mo for mo team engineer yi omo ye ya ma ne UEFA for si omo mpene e ma ne kopie mo EU court e mo kodi bem engineer ti ye kasai UEFA for the nwe Super League no mo be start
and they no correct
omo yes aso no they say UEFA finding means omo increase Champions League prize money no
yeah
omo na football ne yomo dia without the clubs football ne nothing wo na wo ye UEFA and na wo ye
say GFA ne clubs no
so what dem chana say ntimo betimi ayi leader ba ne wo ba bia ye football yi kwa solo na Kotoko ne has aka o ma no atum hwe ruling e ba yi
because a family
why institution by and a corporate organization be na fa ruling where would pay the fan say omo CEO and omo MD or a follower of Ghana League or interest maybe a ye dey akọ any company say akọ sponsorship so what one no kan ruling we ya e be den na ayi company ne kwad na ho abetwitwi ye bo na ye bo no
yeah
and akotoko ne ha asaka ma no atum na nipa ba akọ tewo no say football how
boss on gini so say Uma Fiorentino Perez, my example, be almost no time be an my opposition to
there be solo tie.
Yeah, Hana as a Kotokone as ni say no almost so e could DF in HU.
But so a month for TV nema and Monsha my bachawa Monre TV
or you reply promising now.
I see TV nema and Monre na Monfama is here, Estrema, Monre na Monfama. And the American in say, Sulu. Fiorentino Perez, ya can answer me, and no one Laporta moment Barcelona no. Because omo say
almost so
change team time bibia fa me show monum se munyina muni
oh yes
and La Liga and the Champions League no mo bo no so omo hu say competition ni image kofoma omo e be affect omo yo omo ene ya Real Madrid omo ko fa Kylian Mbappe unim ska omo tua no
ai
we ka be na ti UEFA omo tua ne se ska ne bi
David
eti esa club no oye adwuma no pesika no di tua Kylian Mbappe
omo sorry gina so
it's on tram man for bibia machine num say ginedi
we are okay typical example last season La Liga so say ma half timer na ye interviews
yeah
na capture dressing room moment ni ade Madrid ampene
David
o ma ampene to mo nko na enyom players interview after David
we ni film ebegu
David untimi nti di omo ye ni say La Liga ye ni say sika no de ma clubs na omo jitu mu say omo ebe conduct interviews na omo me abe twa omo dressing room talks ni ade no omusika ne koso che Madrid kaka
asema American CC ne say wo fa your first football men's Olympic game e koye 1992 na odi besina solo ene ye be free players e wo national team ye fancy under 23 based on the structure of our football unim say ye be free obon say obehe a team no Dreams FC still believe Park Academy
Park Benam
omo kwa wo players chen kotoko e wo national teams
yes
omo wo players chen has e wo national teams na we si na motiwo no makama no atum ene ye ball na say sometimes na akoye say as a kotoko ne has we don't have leaders leading them share investment atogo ye se Ghana football na anye ye de yakika koyi togo ni investment ne be ye waste and they are going to support a seka so hene opimso tumfo say tu onye bibi wada kwajache so starting ne na wose wo ya so lo oye na esi ho na Ghana football de ye kotoko come no tuma e waste
yes
big club also behave like a big club omon sorry to save Ghana football omon sorry to save Ghana football na ba bia ye football na ikono ene kotoko ne has ba fo mo na na mo ye so mo tua sika omo twetwe sika chen clubs nyina
oh bebre
enti omo ti ho maka ma no
to ma ni ha organ ha obetime tua ne CEO 40,000 apart from kotoko ne has
yes ye ball league matches aye ye kotoko ne has omo matches omo bo ye wi ani
ba home man ye
yes ye wi ani asabe ka sika na omo chene enko chene pe wan na beti we ase
say coaches ni bi kra je 4,000 ni ado o de buy sika ni ma aso Chelsea o ne bi
ma solo
so you know
me de Jibo me know ya adwen say somebody must show leadership na ye can leadership a enye omo ya appoint omo into offices nko a ye obabi na wo ye panyini ho na wo hwe na ade bi to chima you have to find a way to at least make sure say ya tenetene no Jibo na no na wo ka asem bi kire yen I'm sure say you either say one as better than Azakitu but asema ye nyina ya ka bia say and now ye ka say the president of the Ghana Football Association only the board chairman of House of Folk eti ado ahoma so because oye no me bia board chairman who say afedie what take advantage of ne leniency ade ono ni team nanimu twitwi form but the hard way say when it came to the time that they needed to act, you know, ɔmantimi act appropriately because clearly nanka at that time nanka sɛ ka ɔmo nyinaa sɔre ɛma hu sɛ the direction of our football was going wayward. It was at that time na Alaja can be the Ghana flag House of flag copy packet anymore. Sadly, and me the working issues are raising and yammy but enko baby. Let me tell you something. Kumasi Asante Kotoko endorsed the forms picked or that were supposed to be picked by Omwa Ombe contested for GFA presidency. No, way ahead of time I open nominations. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they perpetrated in that illegality because clearly it was wrong. It was bad for the game. The Kotoko no one say NBA nominations, no, but now Kotoko sign even ahead of time. Adentia, etijibo. Sa anko fo na so mun show leadership no. Nay no obe sabi impedi assassin papa nyini. They cannot act. Omo you so no. They cannot act, and I doubt if they provide proper information to no. I really doubt because entities are there. Come on, no. Akosenia ekeka kono he matrasis me busa me a lot of questions. Very thing na pani discuss na wo ka ho asem. Kotokofo be fa me se enka wo emfa wo ho. But penifo se bi obakwasia se bi mpeduasa obakwasia e no ka se sori no so na sori yeso normally no ka se sori yeso because what the feel so a never wo so enei I say me who say me ka say ebia Samates because Samates players now for now they are so akodimu pa we are sure say. And like Tama was saying in the morning, Senka has Kotoko players, and as have it, and then you see a more baller, and Kotoko supporters in that and come penny. But there's someone who said one day, oh, yeah, the bear homo. One day, the bear homo to see, I guess people should speak against it. And set up and tell, and yet because of air summaters in tea. But I always say, for the sake of Ghana football, do you want miss our question?
Me too.
Maybe I solo bit my boy. Yeah, I don't know, but. Match na omobo dreams no de wo no senka out to you amfa players anko me patcho anka what will have been the decision of the disciplinary committee?
Oh, see about 3
points for feature of
3 points 3 goals.
Yes,
yeah, take
nti ebete as good be lose
ema liberty o can as good na na say
dey be make a dreams ni
I bet you 6 points.
Out you would have lost 6 points.
Yes. So still on relegation.
But so at them
relegation kwanom ko dada.
Me patcho anka ombe sanction players no.
David.
Adentia.
Say so one match no ankobo. When you play ankobo. E bia na say bibi na si na mantimi an raise team ankobo.
Entika players no komo nya mfo.
David amonya mfo bia.
Tika yen kase players no.
David we team ni na benya problem.
Ka team na benya problem. Okay. Say yakobo bola. It is the say ya asudie asede say team no na parade ade ne players ba. Because yes sir. Players no by themselves as some who ko say you be representing a particular club. And to be no what hey ni solo ni sam you studio has say or tell parent me so in fact ade and say you ko represent house of full na ye any match bi emu. Sa ebe yi. Enti yes sir. The only time I hear wa hai or tell pa betima fa has ebesha has atade akogye park so say yebobon no na just has panyi bi na ayesa mpacho nyesa
yeah
players now you say every for so omo invoke omo ayi no omo license no did they carry themselves assume say nkobo koyempa I'm talking about mankuyiri no omo team city no oh I say anka omo koyempa assume say ka omo kokra na did they go there by themselves any club na do omo koye
yeah
are they not employees of the club
yeah
so see na yeti hey now head of sports as yanko commentary wo Champions League no
amokum
mpacho yanko
mokoi
na say any choice because at that time no because the company has employed us and company say and we do to post our mo ko adwuma ho no ye betu aka say yenko and say ye ko ye no bibi ko si ho no mo a ana say bibi ko si ho no mo me na be hold me responsible and your company no so why is it that how to you players mpo senkan fa say the main players no kwa na ko ye na nka bibi akosi a why are they holding the players responsible me ba to me so when me point na me raising na sa revocation of formulances no omo fault ni say players na revoke formulances omo fault ni say granted that admitting say kai omo ampo the kobo ball na because omo employers and the system do mo koye and if you want to punish anybody you punish out to you
asem na ya asem na baby
come on yetimi on my way mo the sports minister otiha osori ano no ye campaign no yes say order so te ha asem we see we have a sports minister we bring egu so what the ese no
omo mo ko fa efunu
mo ko fa efunu ma me nko si omo so mo ko omo so omo mo aka nwura wo
na ba for say ayi omo so nya abochiro mbeko omo so nya abochiro
omo ko fa funu mra no omo ko omo so no mo aka nwura
na ho na nya abochiro nko
nti omo nya funu ho
na omo nya dai oba so mo ye dai ko mo fa funu mra
ano identity so ma omo ko fa funu bra ento omo di funu na chamber funu
e bi enyo me ko no amount for the messages bom so kotoko ne ha so mo nye dai
omo tia so mo ye mpanimfo no omo save game because the game is dying the bia air kono hwe se kotoko ne has sorry just said no enough is enough you make sure said hwe can you imagine a decision keseka the entire body as the ESCO no as Congress na kotoko ne has benya tumi akogina ho no ko bakwa take decision no ya dey a lot of powers na free Congress send the ama a certain group of people be that are controlled by one people and kotoko ne has te ho no mo e say nya hwe
ese ye be start 2024-2025 season the new make can koyi possible see a league no e be start without headline sponsors
you are starting poor without headline we can say possible there
man e babaji TV right no
enya bi e say
enya bi
na bi na say there
because
just compromise be on GT
fence ayi on go find no mo ntwane from
start times
on ko ye no san ko fo ne ko ye no omo ko da dansa na de no mu twani na sika mo twada da ne no mu twa wo but omo hu say afia da yamu ni mo fo ni ntu omo so na omo no mu ni bibia ye bia ware na gu ena efefo no start so mu susu kire nkofo say awe de keka kono say ye ma amwa ye a ebe ye den so obi gi kire eti asese okay mate ma me ni super sports for no ko kasa
now just search multi-choice losses in 2023 year or research.
I don't the Ghana Premier League.
No, such losses. And the company itself.
Multi-choice.
Company now. DSTV no. Company no.
So multi-choice now can I say DSTV?
Someone said DSTV.
Yeah, say multi-choice is a subsidiary of DSTV. And multi-choice can have losses, but DSTV probably will still.
DSTV na ninya losses, and it is the main reason why. Unse DSTV omo na sponsor South African League no. No more 1 year and sign a contract ni be win next season. But because of losses no munya entin, they were forced to terminate the contract with the PSL mutually. And the man DSTV cry buy a hand no.
It's not something that
probability no from
check their losses or annual losses.
No, but what I'm saying is
it's a say cry no. If we are not careful and control more France here from say canal platform also more stake with DSTV also more taller just stake
I'm taking over. No, canal want to take over. In fact,
say DSTV for no
Canada omo here koma bo abrewa na akokra o
yes currently operating DSTV branching Kenya for them. So that one yes I know, but me person can say
why you so omo
no, but somebody even spoke to them. Say a company you will still want to find a way to resuscitate it. And maybe they were working on league. Oh, Ghana League per se. I'm talking about the general company now.
The bottom line is when you look at them,
I feel the YouTube for the picture.
No.
na de
if you are
a YouTuber and you are smart, you won't get closer to live videos of the Ghana Premier League.
$100 being free Muhara.
Because the easiest thing that can get your account back.
That's why I can say anything.
Okay, Matthias.
There's a Ghana Premier League, no. Your TV is no more organizing YouTube for no. I'm going to say, "This is baby."
Obi a betwa bi no onyima yi. Onyima nkofo hwe.
Nobody will pay.
Oh, so much more $1,000 $1,000.
They won't pay.
One into
Who will pay?
Oh, how much
when ever free. Obe we are no wecha.
So we are who trying to block away.
$1,000, no $1,000 a day.
Now you say
we are talking about millions.
So we need
start time on how many millions?
Now say you check quarter.
Start time on my also 3 million a year.
Obed, you check quarter.
Until 2 million a year. Now YouTube is saying organ about $1,000. I'm gonna go through.
Omunya nipa 100.
Say 100 million.
100,000. No much am class. Say chance be that was
a to akran ko menya bro 100 o. Go say YouTubers na Ghana no cover your football no mo ye better. You dem pass mu have.
Okay, enti to so ba bia obi anu betumi ato ankomo no so asem ni nyina ne say Kotoko ne has sorry to save our football. Kotoko has sorry to save our football. Bono ade chen ade esen nyina no. Bono ekofom. People are losing interest in our football, especially a league.
I can't just say when those who talk about foreign content are doing more than those who talk about local content. But I can't imagine from Besombejat. Those who talk about foreign content are doing well because you never unlock a content. They said transfer Nyami Amboawa Chese clubs na nkasa for club administrator na nkasa na no
we count
come
on we are no abeka.
Okay, we are no abeka say
I don't want you to be ahead of us. We count.
Georgia say we have first suggestion biaba or say the clubs should broadcast their own matches.
Yeah,
subscription.
Clubs will broadcast their own
matches.
But some unse they tell say once I was subscribed to the Ghana Premier League, you don't have access to broadcast your own matches. So it has to be in connection with GFA or Momau. Is that right?
But no question say almost this near start season, no more any sponsor their YouTubers new form. Me as a Macarius, I don't do live. I have my reason. Me my account no. Amount for the red pen at track account.
Then do foreign content and make more money. Yet me can say but the better me say. Mom YouTube no. We top 3. Mom make kapa or YouTuber. But when the content is foreign
they do on your top 3 crowd. Mom we are in a foreign
on that one.
Omunina.
Yeah, you know.
And your my bunny, you know.
I was a Uniacaton was go.
Sound.
Hey,
okay.
Kwa descent.
The Kofa Assembly should be Jibu. Kofa Assembly should be.
Hey, they said, for Edison.
But the point is, look, you go through a lot.
I want telecast a match live there on your page.
Yeah.
Last season.
Last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
That was Kotokone. Bichim FA Cup. Yes, that's I think that's the only one.
Messages about her.
Yeah. Last 2 seasons and after
that.
Yeah.
Another also a page a year or the year foreign.
Yeah.
SOTV football.
But I say brain to me in time in there. But the thing is, me from then and me stay away from to be able to match be able to be a banana me because me channel in your pay. Yeah, Obed Benya SMCC and
of course. I didn't know a Go Stars, it did be 3 months. No Muntiomo players can news.
Oh, but if there's
Toko has 3 months, Omuntium players car.
If there's no sponsor, headline sponsor, the YouTubers will take advantage of it. They will take advantage of it, and the clubs also take it. And the Kotokone has.
Clubs taking advantage of it, so they will probably resort to betting now.
Obvious. No, but House can broadcast their matches. The various social media platforms and make money. Make sure say their YouTubers know parade there, but at least say.
One thing about Winnie say, when you don't have the right, you can't block somebody. Legally, won't mean block you. Star Times all right, and Star Times is an international body. Into a case will go after you and yes, China and US nyomana and ka fire high when uncle
what Michael Ajimendu as was if you're a Premier League club who wants to, if you're a GPL club and wants to stake your bet in Europe, DM me next season. I will help you make money.
Of course.
Oh, but that's the easiest, boss. Betting and the easiest way a class in the easiest.
No, but one said,
Ebeba can you do now?
Your Jumani de bedding. A human de bedding.
Ebaba can you now?
You see the survivor. The survivor. The survivor.
Who shall debut?
And tears.
Who shall debut? Mamma Castle. And they said they're not a yes sponsor. Nipa pudi actually
no. Interest in the conform.
You don't go out.
People are losing interest in our football.
When you do local.
And you local.
Let's say local. Some
you mom you local, mom you foreign. So
but if you still do foreign, it grow every day. And that is why I say Ghana for say money interest in football. But we lose interest in our local league because the numbers are grow of foreign. No?
But I
Jesse's uncle for our. And so I'm telling you, one of the booming business, which I can tell anybody what here, Jesse to foreign Jesse's netto. Even sometimes, a drew 2 months to end the season. We take prizes. I know of a big institution in this Kumasi here. Okay. Recently, JC Day. Extremely big institution as well. Only the CEO and only the CEO na share local club just. At the year program. The CEO is also known only the CEO and an share Kotoko JC local club Kumasi here. Workers now Kano United Chelsea
and I say I don't know okay banks in the status annual
banks
they are aware of that
banks now we go bank no na omo to a man obo hu an be Chelsea Barcelona Real Madrid AC Milan Manchester
so
the point I'm trying to tell you say and the interest in football na come because erosi
say you can football na you can local football
local dey but the job around football won't go down because the foreign interest in it as well, and it will grow every day. And then quality 10, 12, 13. First, more into the local league, the local football. No, think but then you won't get that because a Kolebeka se friend Lami Yama, a Kolebeka se friend Mbappe, Bibeka se friend Jude Bellingham.
The next generation.
So the next generation interest in our game, no.
Yera about for susu ayeba obese wo classroom a opese ye pon kra na kohwe kotokochu me ka se kotoko ne Zamalek final 1993 na obed ya local school gate we gate ase we school gate ase so men pabo akura ka gate na be dimrika
na henkwala ne champions
say we are no before match no mo bebo ni nsuo kura toy
and henkwala ne Champions League na hade
bibia ekofom
henkwala ne Champions League
and ya kan no
I cast your mind back to
yeah kura na ye journalist no yen kan no kura nche ye ho sometimes you need the appetite to even watch Ghana Premier League.
It's difficult. And you see,
minim journalists say we are fix kotoko match be 3 na say we na say Liverpool and e be a Chelsea boy we be press box on no ma set your phones omo share Liverpool ni Chelsea no press box and nobody are witness to some of these things and for share ball na be a Liverpool ni Chelsea and press box na be a kotoko bo game na tension wa betina ho no mo but ni focus ni Ghana league ni so
Liverpool results
yes.
And
the Jibo can say may affect Jumani to some extent. Metina say and for interest for foreign content in him, but ye ntimi metran discuss foreign content throughout the sports program. Ombe jaitie.
Ebeduru time.
Ombe jaitie.
A time will come. You have no other choice if the local league and Soria.
It's true.
You have no other choice. Say, obey foreign entire period.
It's true.
A time will come.
And Obed, don't make a mistake. Say your makwai manebanesa. It will also get to a point. The people will stop listening to our shows.
The people now also stop. Now let me give you a simple. Mr. Wamama, simple analogy. You can just go around and check. Say offer media houses 10 will come. Okay. The time or more foreign. Now time or more local. Maybe sound say media houses do not saying that local numbers. A dozen 10 time or more foreign numbers. Just do
viewership.
Yes,
viewership.
Yes. If most
no, but make my answer
on some basis
on Oyiripa.
Good.
Anytime, when we get to the foreign, the local
out of
viewership
10 stations now.
10 in Canada station because
when
we have not done that.
They two be now local no numbers, but also change foreign. Most of them,
I will challenge this.
Done it from foreign to local now drop it.
I will challenge this.
It's true.
No, I will challenge it.
It's true.
When the current omo mo share Facebook no omo mo use social media and they follow yen shows no about 70% of them Ghanaians based in outside omo pay foreign no because omo timu dada they want to listen to the locals and I'm telling you yes fortunately for how was it say and they most stations, for instance, Oyiripa, Anopa, we are on both radio and TV across the country. And you may see a technical issue. I'm sure probably they have resolved. And yes, promise we are on both radio and TV. Obi Ogan have a BR% of the program we are on here, Facebook to watch it, on here Twitter, on here WhatsApp, on here YouTube. The people who spend their data to watch this program, most of them go for outside. I mean, because of location, he has to fall on his Facebook and I say the phone and or even the other day. But most of these people are share these programs. Most of them are use data, social media. Most of them are for Ghanaian based outside. I'm telling you, and me say, we are more interested in our game because on our
for one aspect, but so why extensive surveyor? You understand, Obed?
Well,
so why extensive surveyor? Why? And we need to be serious.
That is it.
After institution be see a boko to kone has till Ghana 3 p.m. Ya Barcelona any Real Madrid 3 p.m. Ube move to bars any other areas. People go and watch those games.
Because it is on TV.
No, any TV.
Because it is on TV and that
Kone has TV.
No, yes.
Kone has what start.
Yes. TV. Even how easily accessible is the Kotokoyan house on the start I'm now working on.
I said there be your matches.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're not getting me. Hey, you matches on me. Gitu musa. Say me obi me follow adiano. But here, DSTV anchor for you should hear these foreign matches are here can. And easily accessible. Every corner you can get them. Nkofo fie, nkofo dem baby we who no be the container be na case space baby na oyi wo hono mo.
Same as Star Times.
But
nkofo kakra bi na
to differ.
Ni nyina ye decoder. And ye toy yes. Now about this. And then nkofo wunya access to DSTV.
Reality no crane say. Reality no crane say.
Start the crab war form.
Asama mbeka no. Oh, it is relatively expensive to use a DSTV decoder currently than who use Star Times decoder.
But business is not.
Oh yeah,
no, I'm telling you, me madam for you bio.
That na be
has I think exactly in a week.
Yeah.
And a parafra me bisa say na match no ehimfo ne be.
When you say about for say what here. Say bosumeso. Who start times the code this year? Who DSTV the code this year?
Charge DSTV.
Na say o subscription so a. I see a war pan here say o DSTV one year
because DSTV gives me more
near the end of
in terms of content.
Foreign.
DSTV
without foreign matches is like multi-TV channel. Until you want for Qatar.
Me a movie person. But what them channel say? Me obi a me foreign me I can't say international geopolitical news political media. So I follow all those kind of things, you know. DSTV gives me more. Something that Star Times don't give me. Make sure for DSTV more than
a football person.
Yeah.
And I a sports person. DSTV ni Star Times no mu nyina ma sports. Ba ko kwa do Ghana no tell you ma Ghana Premier League.
Focus on Ghana on just the sports aspect. Then I reach very time.
Because say a sponsor DSTV apart from Ghana League, you know. On money other ones am person me nyaka ho. You see don't forget say me tie me nyina me for me part of Meduma o.
Omoyi eri divisie.
Na say you uni me ya do say on any day you want to watch for instance Serie A over Scottish League on any day. Me ana me boa. Ye kan nyina no go for choice o. Hwe me nka say friend say e go for you ba me panta me make ni say so what the ba to say example now what the man say so what the ba say omo in terms of say yes na obedi ka say yeah presentation anopa yatena se na wempo yatena se all stations air presentation time omo ye foreign presentation no viewership as far as the social media platforms no ekosoro saying the local present I'm saying that I know they mean to muda because the local what shift to bad local now local for no kosoro more
foreign also
meaning to me who baby I want to be convinced somebody must convince me because if you are I'm talking about Fiaha you are one of the best foreign news presenters obama content obama BBR but say omo ye foreign na or ye foreign na yeah mo have you know your numbers no na yen change
out of 20
majority na yen change amra ye locals no. It is rather 1 out of 20 for the foreign than the local. Hey. I'm telling you.
And when you're monitoring.
Oh, if you're the baby Abusa, Ghana football wants him. The be foreign if you want
maybe point I'm making
if you banty one after the our game is losing grounds. Your position is a young people ever so you be change trend no. I think that is what we are discussing. In particular, yes, sir. And I'm saying that head of sponsors say ebedu maybe no say ya hwe na say nyina ya amoa ya nsebu situation na even yen as the media ye be so far how na obedu wo dey e ba say yen so far because say ye decide say ye foreign ngu na say so look at ngu na ye decide say look at ngu we can stick to foreign because and you know and go for foreign no more than the local. And I'm saying that per what I have seen in this house foreign no and me and constantly local no in terms of the social media followership no so we use social media followership if you want more confirm here TV near the ade no ye bo ni nyina and obi maame and also so
wafa only oyepa and so we extensive survey
and obi already so be numbers from elsewhere can one na
road be no krom ha oye more locals in foreign road be check it cut across obi a time or they allocated for local time allocated for foreign no foreign dominate all the stations sanukra no se callers na ni amre amamo a ya be kwa dia wie sometimes wa for wa get be ya kwa not to say local kra no ya be 10-15 minutes be say nya ya rush through because most of the time local content no very difficult to get but foreign you get a lot of content. By upiki ofua okoya papa you search and you get a lot of stories umpokra wo kwa what design say unye foreign wow, this is the one year for no, so you look and I champion, no, which I be more about for that, no. You know this. So getting that local stories, and then we'll go through before we get a story back Rabekan. And how you get the foreigner? The foreign idiot. As I'm correct with a phone, I'll grant a more. And Obia want to listen to the foreign sports now. Unless we get rich local stories. When we decide to be, for example, when you are in Kumasi, now try to champion as Santi Kotoko here, you get the mileage because Kotoko no, most of the supporters here na Kotoko for. You see the point? And okra so try say Italian as a taste now as about home. So I agree with you that the Okano. Ebi a local ebi back a crab. Foreign has always been on top. The foreign has always been on top.
Mommy, I'm refi. If you're not there, when you enter so, famamo, enter so, but there, enter so. Okay. Has a folk announce so a year and ne say Gold Stars or more defender. I friend Samuel Amofa. Someone other than Samuel Amofa, and the screen news is here and Samuel Amofa. And they are joining the Phobian family. Samuel Amofa of formerly of Gold Stars, maybe any Gold Stars. Are joining Accra House of Folk. And Omasa announced say a Olympics goalkeeper, Benjamin Asare. On so many nevi. Asare so no say obey Phobian. And they just running and has a come Omasa Amofa from a Gold Stars. And I feel I'm Benjamin Asare so from Olympics account.
Players even before we were born, so compare has no Kotoko. Players are a boy local league in Ibino. Now has assigned to doesn't Kotoko. Has that house assigned to Kotoko someone. Open boy local league.
Two players.
Nobody can them. Who's that? The time they carry any say. Omo way system no to get them no. Difficult because of various reasons. No, that's one I mean agree with House of Folk and I say, and I say Sikenti now as Sikenti no. It has never been a problem of money. But these players, you say, wait, I'm afraid, according to my source, the first list that coach submitted man has 8 players. Our Tara submitted man has or autumn. When you be a position or person the way, the first choice no. Now I say Dilly that I need be the movie say Morrison the because they felt say they agreed with Morrison. I'm a Bibiano at Sena Morrison dealer no delay now. Now all trade that Kenyan deal no. The same as this Razak Kasim. Also Razak Kasim Mama at the end of Monday. They met him and was not by the end of this month. Ninya say already be in Libya. So I heard that the local players no. Unless they na obo how to kwan bia waba
ka me fa we mfam omo hwe sisi on Facebook no am for medicals na ekoso sisi ha e dia to e screen so nti we betia join here live on Promise Radio on Facebook and afi Orepa and Promise Sports on Facebook na wahwe the medicals any unveiling of Abrante and there is Samuel Amofa and they are House of Folk upon home and Kabi to us okay member was in Timakapi Kabi
so as is graduate build it and I think as Kotoko also not different from us so say can't saka some unit so Kotoko be lunch you know ebe statement on him really no nina has to do with Osana money yeah ba na nyama delay kakra e be say e say oni the club no ko wie
oh baby
no baby they be almost first say target so be offer outside. So say crowd African countries now starting for in place no. Come na America so the next 5 years. Say if you don't take care come back to us one year no. Your football no a good natural death. Because our countries are not first no obed they omhwe and omo de ye name bi no. And omo sign to the extent that and there's a run that bet my be fa Kotoko top player. Now what tia sika do de man man do de man Kotoko ne house na no entimi nya kwame aso na ihu and na say page any and I'm feel say the FA no must be up and doing I say FA no page no you be league they say any sponsor no television sponsor no headline sponsor and people sit there and they don't care. But the problem is, they are not having to say the main players on the job, no. The clubs nice over complaining, no. They don't talk.
Yes, I wouldn't be. My main cousin,
they don't talk.
And then I am a can. Me to a sepa, and they will not talk because. What they are our clubs, no. The foundation of the clubs, the supporting base. Me your Ghana Premier League club about for. Me ma come see your Ghana Premier League club. A do stage you bear 7 months not to meet you and the players car. No fixing game, no this score line my players or mogucha. So I tell me say. But Kotokone has there. Udi ne ya yankasa Kotokwana has involved in match fixing. Ubeti the basic chroma. And the Akeka kono, and he said the Nyomesi kono. We might read that point. You bet me a drew and ye ben ho. E bi kwa ni aduru because sika omutria e de botimu by Ghana standard na e wo soro
which is not which o the international market ni baby ah
any baby ba de ba Ghana had your more baby so te me chena say it is so much one no come man tuma sometimes you need somebody to lead just asem ba enye obi a na timi soro koka bi o asem eba enye obi a na timi soro ekoka bi ebi kura baby a wote no ha koka na apamom o ka say the ye teams ya koka na ya ma team go relegation say ha sana akotoko sorry to fight the system no mo ya madwini so mo mienu aka aboma ye beti an hye say ma kotoko ne ha sa relegation
I say can more than pine e di kotoko ne ase ya na ye kan ko wi o say they also mo play that leadership role
because be chembi
so your clubs now when the forerunners get up and I want to follow and to me can kotoko ne so me Ghana teams I want na ye kan se mo and you generalizing it because I don't want to league no but baby I verse your koyo so I'm not to who I say and I'm not saying we ekoso
fa odi ene be na me nko se Obed wo Obed I'm out for the questions ba me Obeboy kaka on Samuel Amofa of a baby any go stars
yeah me gene scouting e be free someone I trust baby any
e be new
what they are saying is even though he's a defender or some double as a holding midfielder
but I want details
in this case no
I want
who said the man has quickly turned to him pa no Kasim Razak here can say me or to train him then among for aleti has say or no otimi pray sa to me na nti adentina monko fa no in any case say Obana Kasim credit decide say eventually no and I find no or bahas na e say we two players are ubetimi amon wabo ho no mo rotate and I say o short center backs now then you can draft him into it's more or less coming in now or no if you say sana or Tiampa there then I think Hasafo has done a good job business me jidi say be na no kakra no so Benjamin said someone can say he will be unveiled very soon information me 2 players be so medicals has been scheduled for Enyumri
and then
medicals yeah for what I'm told me say menka sana jo nti say na be ya mobi nka ha now the information I'm picking is say a bit my Kasim ni Michelle Otu in fact 3 p.m. we say ye ba for something Jevan say a little over an hour after ye be ba no Kasim was sighted at the Hasefo Secretariat.
Razak Kasim
was sighted there. Who know your lenses no go around no who now or call no more into a chess or Koshia MD say or call the MD no in Koshia and whoever meaning if I also to me no more we know and he has been sighted there or call no more Ebiana Afe the Ebia or my green light and I say Ebia and pave way for Senebeya and all way to Akunti. There's the chances that Michelle Otu and Kasim may have their medicals Ebia and then you may ask whatever and go much there Ebia no so and it will show up the number from CCID say Oman also you know I'm saying official I 3 was a 4 no 3
by 24 hours time
it should be 4 5 6 thereabout.
So house can move to 6 by Friday.
And by Friday house can move to 6. Yes, I agree. I think your numbers are correct. I think by Friday house bit I move to 6. Let's just say afi no in kakra na the almost target some person munya no ebi no benya. Don't forget house may not go beyond 8. I'm not saying 1. But house of folk may not go beyond 8. And this by Friday next house enya 6 ebi no pay 2 be the account. Start to know maybe foreigners. I won't say will be foreigners. Maybe foreigners because meaning say so we yes business where we are ebi sometime next week. Coach number call Nikrom I could do some days. And the information I have is that Oba probably all the 2 players be back and also don't be back. But for what I'm picking, no house of folk may patrol send a telephone won't say your lawyer viewers and listeners. Obi make I say me can say house of folk won't. House of folk may not go beyond 8. Ebiana has best sign 8 players season munina and then they will let about 12 or 14 to go. Let's say 17, about 17 to go. But house of folk may go for about 8. The reason is very simple. Boy be about my friend of Fabregas. Almost way super talented. And then there's also another player. Sir, justify na make one seven. Coach na Ahunwa. On also in terms of dribblings, in terms of passing and all that, no. On also all no more. Omudi achire. I obi so tia me now so say, boy bi was subribi. You see a friend no, but tell say bibi sir. A problem no one. I think also raise a good point. Has to for per boy in the pa because only say well one for the future. But on to me anymore because a easy can muntia goalkeeper is cano. In Katia, yes. Almost say Oma Hunama catch house in Penny for us house for no. I say well one for the future. And only say Nancy at house for say on person munya players are more Accra based and so at the betting no because of what's a crusader of picking players from the localities, no. Say the supporters can easily identify with them. And it's no. Almost say they want to go that way. In the committee says about say court say I'm say bote bibisa say ka wo konya omunyo bisa anwa he so already na e fanwa obetima draw crowd no efitation ngwane some patem hono de abreo ene hu kwan bani ade nti ni nyina ye some of the things that they are looking at say the biggest challenge House of Folk may have or will have as far as that boy is concerned, and I think say diaspora for it here then they may have to step in, but the biggest challenge they will have they say and then the penny for no house no be ntimi nko should be for no I don't want to be ko oh the come to has in one dime for the goalkeeper. I say no corner do music akọ na masa start negotiate. Say no niasem na be den no ma jodi say we no betia. Oh football de betia. E no ma jodi so betia nti say that's one for some person to player my team no say bia say on so some be say direction there e bia no so be boa. I am understand say somebody from Kotoko has contacted to be for that boy because one say on there ni age ni 19 or a good dribbler me who know when you information that is being given to me. Good dribbler, he passes very well, he holds up but I say I'm say friends about to say bibisa. I mean ni dey know I mean nya meet my pay be by or time and I say you can meet my pay. Okay, my member we into our there so Michelle Otu I'm saying America no I'm say o channel pa. Okay. I'm say channel pa. So yeah. Enyo no nko a Prince Kofi Amoako ono so be bia ni Go Stars. Go Stars, okay. Ono so ha se hwe nim se nyame yad mo china ono so bokwa ko ne medical. Ono so Go Stars. No we same na yo de aba no. Ha se de na problem na wo ho no se omo ya no ma send momo de ama players so mo fa camera. Na ya na ehu kakra no. Where's the players na nyanko? Da na be wa say ono Otie Sports largely because of the local news. Also, ono Manchester Bobo Nancy Odimirika gigi. But so also Otie Radio obetie because of the local way no. Until you know ono so ni de kakra de abeka ho no. Okay. Yen to aso bafo wey na yesi something di na kasa o.
I confirm story no.
I confirm story no. Say go funu dwane no.
Abusuafo no mo ko funu ne.
Nipa fo no.
Omo so duru no way no. Omo yi fun. O too long.
Bacho. O come me bisa mi ne asem.
Asem be yan ka asem na aba no.
Come bisa mi bisa
asem na aba no.
Mi ne o twinche hai.
Yes o musu duru wa.
Say ye ba say obi ewu America. E na ye say onka ho no mo ko famra.
Oma. Kofa funu bra no ma. Na se ye ni se aeroplane ho na ye se bra na be di funu achi bra.
Na won go for ya side no come mama to ma.
Ni say Portugal and France mo beba.
Why?
We say Germany, if England kwa ha beba na America there.
Ghana edin o.
Okay.
Yeah, we Samates player and the Mohamed Mankuyili.
Yeah.
They come say omo enye okay with the disciplinary committee decision omo de buy so omo revoke player and license until say omo ebedi asem no na omo hwe asem no hu say oni problem bia won ho ansa na bia na license yetimi e de ama no omo akoli decision say bogus. Omo say a decision o dadwene ho a entiase eni eye sa decision ni emu. Nti omo say enche omo ebekwa akoya appeal e de etia disciplinary committee omo de eba time na twam na say na omo da yi anu musakan say time musakan
na the decision has been communicated to you long ago.
That bay
I don't know when, but
say you communicate ma R2 na R2 and communicate am players na and so different.
But R2 na the players na FA no.
And I'm say
so once it's going to R2
no I think some do ya so communicate to an individual players no am involved and a club no. You see the point? There's a player no because here the name friend say Mankuyiri asam na yeka. Mankuyiri ni R2 even though nkobo ma R2. So I think it says omo majuma omo ye no ma ye ni ye dia e say omo communicate direct to the player then to you there I don't get that come out to that you nkobo na mane na omo one the players ni call you of course until GFA no they will not GFA have to you work so all GFA will have to do is to communicate to out to some
baby I dream individual interest abem so tell me chance individual interest abem player no on tena wonye hwan say R2 for am kan kire ni to into every right so no ne de no ne part ne nko ano okoya appeal
the way say we out your right
every kwa ba for ye kan ne no so teye they said the ye kan already so say bi ne kwa no onya ruling
omo say according to Mankuyili agent ne de omo they had it I will say anope omo say oye pa na ya discuss pa na ye kan omo teye enti che kwa no omo akopɛ ruling bi say omo kan and omo say but what is this you know you be so RTU themselves has not communicated to their players but for RTU the FA has communicated to them. So as far as the FA is concerned RTU by now have informed their workers. I don't know we cannot come and tell say you cannot ignorance is not an excuse.
Say RTU ebi a time a workers so munya no so man communicate to players na maybe a na players na tia players be tell you soon because officially to all football in and I know anwumre and I FD ayi buy.
Well, I don't know but
so tell me chance
me fani na bi ayi kakra.
No anyai ba for yete hey say ruling ba FA will communicate to parties involved. So tell me chance if they communicate to the parties involved almost are publish it for beer to see it. And no more publishing my we are seeing hu ye. It the player can say e buy and no na me hu ye. It he force within time I FA the ruling e buy. And I want to them say
well because of the publication bit in my accepted the work
okay
because when OKF they did not publish it as at no pay cra no now go for on website and no munya so be crack at me say some guys say word we no media guys and put pressure on the FA people particularly the general secretary and sana or they better to WhatsApp platform so me who say other people be so circulate you and minim say asat now mona mo ye fencing internet yini ade so obi nko check efe no website there am dey publish it sad way even if it is still there now omo publish it and omo publish it eye omo di say Panamaican omo di program for next season buy no and go first time on publish hey na some kese say that ho yen kan wie na mo di program for next season buy and for them to prove to obia say ye nim de ye kan ya kan wie no and o start say omo circulate
it there na esi ya on say ho na ko rezi you know because the party involved in RTU
yes.
and the Dreams FC.
Aye. And the players.
Moya kone na mo de koma RTU and the Dreams FC. But for me no me onu nyina nim say RTU will never appeal against this case.
Of course yes. Of course yes. Of course yes.
RTU will never appeal against this case. Dreams FC same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eti omo be appeal your players no. If I saw the RTU, the kosi ni so RTU, omo players amane. Dreams FC same. Nama kamano atum because you don't want the public to hear it.
To hear it, yeah.
Na public need the pressure, but na fe the modi aba. And what's na come here because case a ruling on the 21st of June. Entimi Mabontain on the 23rd of July.
1 month down the line.
How? It's a chance no more this year until the media pressure.
Yeah. Oh, but the media pressure. And particularly one near or Quincy of Sika FM. Omo show me mo djuma gidi and let's give credit to those who are here. Yenya be kai be there but you confirm them show me because they felt but why? I didn't think the program about now then quickly Prosper will bring it out and to tell everybody say I didn't credit na money amoka. Then I'm first to say and you no kwa no omo amfa fencing verdict no omo the publication say decision na banisa no mano until say ya ye kuma papa dogi and the car say or copy na abada da baba 1 month ago and say papa dogi no ore kunsia rich busa papa dogi na papa dogi e copy the man no and say na ye nyina bie no anwumre no you start to see read it through into me I'm not surprised but ye game no na say ya na be no okoka enkofo ka say otan obi itani pare say nto ya de ni ya nyina ninje so nti no nti me dey ye hwe dey say na be kono but this is our game, this is the way it is going say na ye pe no dey me know ya adwen and I always agree with you say Kotokoni has bet my boy save game no if they so want omumwa no mo save game no kakra bi mayen say fu so mo word ya betim bibia be bia no ma favoritism ni nepotism enye part of them because do baby say game no go so gugu o mutiri so and na anya ka say na wo kan sem bi ye afraid junior na set team a Kotokoni has enya players nkom years back na obo no feedi ayi no na destiny di bia ba ka ho senior side ne say e ko form fi amono ne. But even the junior national team, you decided to be players if you come and Kotokoni has you are not getting it. Don't you feel bad about it? And you spend so much. Players are Kotokoto, the players are has it. You say, now me nobody here can say by Friday has number become show up as far as 6. Look at the monies that they are splashing out there. Maybe I could do Monday, I could do next week, maybe I number 10 and I say BS and I say 8. Look at the money you are spending into Hamadrin.
Okay. But for any correction we player etosum you know Gold Stars has any abrese ochina on bezo mo conclude deal no Prince Kwabena Usu and linking it to Kumasi Asante Kotoko Prince Kwabena Usu linking it to Kumasi Asante Kotoko ono na has say by the close of ochina no so be any medicals na afei odenesa ahyekra tase ama Accra has of folk afei ne he Samuel Amofa me hwe na yikaka obo 19 games this season 19 games and Obama Gold Stars
I dominate the team manager of Gold Stars Kasadna is speaking highly of him a bit more about injury by mu a bit more about suspension by mu and he was telling me say he's a player some call away no more pay more men or more defender no more born as a holder but the position player number 4. Yeah. Because number 4 is that a rugged type of a defender? As someone describes in the near thing. Obo Liberty Professionals, from Liberty Professional to Go Stars. Then, and they will move to House of Folk. No? So, maybe in a minute, no, a bit more deceive based on other factors. To say a player to me, injury can normally lay out. But so, pa na or one of them first choice defenders, no, okay, home. It does it. Because player, you're trusting to the extent that you're quite aware, and I say, you have more men at the back, need not know when you. I just say, aside the near day, no, which means so far equitable. So, and to obey to say, a funny, give this a funny DNB. So to me, equitable. Maybe the difference is that only a ragged. Also, a funny wants to play it like ball playing defender. But you know, as they are saying, you know, a ragged. So, you're too popular. Or you're too popular. But you know, say, as you know, Coach Ouattara, an opportunity to sit down and select those players. On the Aquino. It Coach Ouattara, no, ne recommendation. Now make us say, pay 8 players or the amount.
It based on the weekend, onye starter.
No, or a starter.
And about 19 games.
Or a starter make us say, a lot of issues with my bum. Second league now, it was 34 games. And our ball.
No, we go stars for now. Number of matches are players in the boy. Obiti Sema Uliwayo 20 games. Jem Fichas 23 games. Ronald Frimpong 30. Apo Emmanuel 24. Yaya Draman 25. Sadat Mohammed 24.
Defense or me defense or no?
Co defense. Kosro. Okay. Defense ni any. Amofa ebo 19 games. Asari Bernard bo 8. Vincent Atenga ebo 18. Ampem da Costa bo 16. William Denchi ebo 23. Hagi Yakubu ebo 11 games. Odai Emmanuel ebo 23. Richmond Opoku ebo 9. And afi Taifa Osei Prince eso bo 4 matches.
I do have say or the defense or the club or the 10. Or the more matches no number 3. Oh compare my year. So with that no obet me at not to say ebia minute cause of the game obet me to kakra and I say per coach no how you want to play in the game ultimately obebo game we no choose we no do all say no the coaching was a lot to choose from and na ebia man no koye sa but to the team manager he is one of our more trusted defenders when do person oboko harder rely on him right that's why we do an more pushing number 6 kakra.
Yes, about has Tony because of the versatility. I know you want.
I think that's
but Onye will be a oba instantly obeji a starting spot to has team.
Usa Hassan as a defense warrior. They had a lot of problems last year. Nearly too much. So I think there will be competition. So that work on. There will be competition, but
this is a central defense.
I think he's going to be one of them.
Obviously, is not coming back. Winimi is going. And 2 center defenders no more ball late part of the season for us now. A whole to call.
But so this Wafa guy assemble.
Yes, but the person can say a creative space for competition.
Yeah.
And Obi are ready to compete Biano. The chance is there now. And for me it is good because it do be no house now we need more confidence.
That means they say they one in a bubble or says be. I'm going to be first choice.
Continue they cannot rely on him. Now we all thought he was going to be the solution for House of Folk defense. But no. Okay. And your first one yes I did no. Kotoka against the same house or to Papa Sokumasia. And on Saturday and nobody should give him that first choice say on neighbor.
I think say I disagree with you. They just need a bit of work on me.
But so if Oka says I
say 2 mistakes doesn't take.
Over mistake another game. So we has team number.
Oh, and
we all thought say he was going to be the solve one defensive problem in last season prior, you know. But the Obaya or the Amaya back on. What we are trying to say back on. But may refer no because against Kotoko, the man any issue in ano back or Sassibi. But under no pressure, Ompia Bomber keep and Koya or Kowasuma Mokoya Kofas Abono. So it tells you say House of Folk, all the defenders no. Gap Akadaho.
Mate captain, Oben,
well, additions there, especially when a player coach and you try.
And the squad was in no charge of SB.
Oh, look at potential.
Too confident.
Yeah. And Jibo, I think sir, we should not young train the player in Babaye. My research was a year ago stars no. He functioned about 30% of their matches. About 30% of their games no born last season at the moment. Just that most of the time we used to know to as subs. If you're more barnum naba beshimbi, bar so he will have more matches. Baba checking the minutes in and Nisro.
So when you more stats.
When you more stats, but when you have more matches. Say to protect the lead, yes, I know you can to protect the normal drop and become to have more defensive men. Have to focus. Me sure say Amufa will be now Mufa can first like A plans now. So we will definitely be part of the second choice for them. But untimi kase nuntu oba untimi bebo. Yenim players are they no monye main players. We work ready neto so. But oba no ball ba bebo no kra na oya ade a chen di nipa no kra kofa na yede e buy. So an addition is an addition. It depends on how how coach no ebe faso yusu abrante no enne be kire mo ebe bo how to focus. So Bampo ababe back up to the two center backs. It means that how to focus can have the confidence to push Afrani to defensive midfield. Say who Afrani against Kotoko on the ball defensive midfield. Inti so bakura ababe kan ho. No ababe nya if or says be any even a wua who GDS say oh no bench. I'm just saying say if only a wampa you can say on betimi our bench to add value to the heart of folk team. For Prince Kwabena Owusu has make a move no it looks good on paper pa. It looks good on paper. Pa. Imagine a front three of Asamoah. Now when ya Hamza, no when ya Prince Kwabena. On behalf defense pa. Now even if you say a drum pona Hamza and pull to kwaya. The ones Hamza are going to yin free paper so. But the bedroom on us a Hamza and pull to kwaya. Where has Chitania and your dean baby because Kwabena 19 goals. Asamoah Boatema 12. Ntiomumi quite 21. Kwabena say 9. Kwabena say 9 goals. And Asamoah Emma a year 12. Ntini mienu kra kabuma 21 goals. Nti say Jibo ko form mienu aba. Na se who lose even Hamza. Njidie wom. Se wan lose Hamza na Hamza so tena. It means that sa front three way ebetimi ahankofo pay ye. Ye nyina nim say Boateng the Prince the what to just say he loved to operate from the wings. Obetimi abona as a main striker. But we decided to born also from the wings. On also ade soronko a whatever be can with team. So yes, I think on paper, if how to folk can get him, me sure say a lot of the fans will be happy. Pa has a cheetah for any budget. Now, Saudi Michel Otu can home. Now, what's MVA a year Razak Kasim as I have a camera. It means that you are strengthening what we call the midfield. The Ebeka the creativity element. And maybe almost Fabregas now almost so many no. Yeah, Baby has so bit my Fabregas a Juman won't fin. And whether Martin Kakari can grow and become that number 10 now, one more panel. But Jibo so share hard to folk midfield EDR. Nay say your maybe as a Salim Beba Bejin film for a bebom. That is where we talk about management of players. Because creative players, players who are comfortable on the ball, players who can progress the ball from the middle zone. Untimin we Salim Efrim. So well Lusu Lenda. Well, Lusu Salif Ibrahima, Osan Lusu Salima. Why how unfin be look a bit ordinary. Sa creativity element na. Ombet mi atambo na free fin ho. Apeja edi akwa dru eye anymore for na supply proper chances to players away anymore for them to do the finishing no. Why how be kan we nyina wie na ho no aba be dane asem foforo. So with Amufa, with Opa Frane, with Kasim, It looks good. It looks good. Kasim will not struggle with adaptation that much. From Olympics to Haas, there. Find say won't struggle, baby. No. So also bought another defensive-minded player. Can hold cry anyway. You know. So ball no kwa. I'll have issues if I have to focus on ball no kwa, especially if you throw him in away matches. Or no kwa they are better. So, but I was steady. Yeah, they are sustaining. No, Lini say he had one Ebenezer Setchere. No, any Setchere they pay. No, ma pay one creative the amano. Inti Ebane Sana or ma olive for the show.
There's a move Setchere from right back.
Yes, Edne Bar Setchere at the point of the center back.
Yeah,
and I'm the bar middle. And Omumio.
And I say near that
either Wako or entry.
Entry, yeah.
To say has be beside your ma Kasim. No man be a point for an Ibia. There's something say defensively, you have numbers. And no crown Banesana or fullbacks no come and him crana when him so obey players bear 4 be where chira or meet me Jan wait me Jan Koshe 2 wait me Jan Koshe 3. No matter Jumanama. So on paper there, the kind of names are has Ebobono. It still looks good. It's not far from Sebekase and yes, if only the coach can combine these players. And the entire this time I remember make a coach and I say baby I say coach na nkasa ne yanyan and from Opare from everybody at out to folk Kote say on one are scouting the players on one a free na omo mpanimfo no aye the negotiation. Yes, Watara na. To the Ombani say the negotiations at the mano. Oh, so let's see how best
or tears on my sign. But so no one is scared to play the Unyai.
Oh, sir, upon front away, Uane Asamoah.
Unyai.
Oba Kumasi, Obehe Kotko. Obehe Kotko, you will say. What's the end? Didn't you know sending on any unim? Unim, oh, but you put the house session. So we now goalkeeper like Benjamin Asare. Say or no doubt poor moi. He might not be a good passer of the ball, and he has for no more money.
As I have square team, the coach no publicity.
The coach no
more from the back.
I'm telling on your goalkeeper, your Bobo man were chilling out pressure.
No, now it's a 1950, 60 football.
On only the enemy.
Bypass the midfielders and get the ball to attack.
On only the enemy. On only the enemy.
The player back a bed is over fitting him.
Act of goalkeeper.
What down for no?
Why?
Sisi.
And Sisi in there.
Who is this in Openo?
Also, coach in Openo. Sisi in Tina Opam Kashara.
French connection.
I have French connection. Both in them from Mumu. And I'm blocking up.
Will be fine.
And you use Suni.
I think so. I think I
change what they are saying.
On your chain and chain. Because in chain, you are supposed to engage in take-ons. In fifth one, air crowded. What do I hold in bully? But all born in chain, yeah, as all legitimate control. I don't know. I want to be yet. And then a prince, so Prince is very good in there. Prince Kwabena is very good in there. Say, yam fair hoarding. No,
but the other goal that say Prince Kwabena is almost described as a wing striker. Almost you get the best out of him when you play him on the flanks.
But say feeling good view. Also an asset back. But the Benjamin Asare Bema only say goals 10 e be shena de wa be kasa goalkeeper yi de wa anya de e bi abe back. He or sa de ni bio.
Emu na de nyo no a.
Or sa de ni bi has for ni hu ni ye. E bitimi finance ha say.
There's na.
Keeper bi ase bitimi finance ha say. Na say dan la de timi. Dan next
something that one notice is a tafa
Debbie on say how I profile Asare no. O man hwe na say Kotoko Asare. Frederick Asare. Kotkone house back yi. Enye no kra Kumasi die, se Kumasi otomubo bi. 3-2 you say.
Yeah.
Ebi fan no ana na bi susi won cry. So the point is goalkeeper piano that season na.
Oh, in weakness.
Ubenya back pia obeka say we die keeper na anya de. But keeper we no just like Frederick Asare no. Season be be wie na abebu nkompo no be say papa ne ye bebre bone ne ye kit bi. Aha. Be keeper bi wa bone ne papa ne ya ye chimpe.
O man nkasa.
Ye chimpe. So with Asare there, when it comes to the act of making saves, he's a goalkeeper that you struggle to score. Or height. eba penalties, ni anticipation, ni positioning, or that poem ultimately say there is a figure out that poem. Just that don't expect himself be pass him and now contract you be. Ne the any no. But it is say you that go ni boot black. Obo anu we hwiri no agi. And on your more obeche ball na aye show amount. Ono serious impose. And ya fe na maybe as we yi ball no na there be ne the any say one kasa the ball ne beto na tenem no hu so abre. He has that. And no dear. All his matches are against Kim Faisal back to back, against Kotoko on bed.
So difficult to beat.
Difficult to beat. And no dear. You have somebody, especially say above a room, na so maybe Obaba crash. No dear ni 18 mono.
I now can say any weakness.
Oh, say it me boss short to be on.
So what I say about area battle, so you good. And also the reflexes here.
The reflexes. But there are sometimes or that presence or that
our weak foot in case of also using as a first point of build up from the backer.
Not something that I see him doing that much.
Okay.
Me the videos and what I've monitored, I don't see him doing that. Sad any bibria. Oh, but ne the any say. Umu Bobby Nasa fan and sassy be. And then yes,
or like a concentration.
And you concentrate sometimes some minor. On said, Otmida Guano boss our saving. You don't expect. On see your Bobby a share get ya, you say normal. But how bad dama or no? Anyhow, you love him from the first bed 10 minutes, the ever corner sono. A boy better when he's so defend and a bar. Over than when he said, but you go back could be. But say protecting the post, I was not surprised. He's the goalkeeper with the most clean sheets. I think Olympics considered 27 goals in the league.
No, the core relegation.
Oh, no, they had issues with goal scoring.
Okay.
But in Tijuana, dear, meet me a catcher house for and say, Oba, Omupono, Obetum de Amomo.
Matisse Obedi that say, Yantua to the sports minister, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, or say, Paralympic four, Omutu Kwanso Moko no way. Akujina Ghana name no I nei omodwane ama coach a wodi omanim o te se o sori anopa o bopum bi amie afi na coach the pressure kosoro na coach story no asem no eno na panyifo confirm say yesuma amanfo so monkofa coach na mu emfa emfree no way man no so do ye nipa be 9 pabam eno na sports minister Honorable Mustafa Yusuf say omom ye involve ya to ni din no way visa scandal say ye chuo mu say kima or no sports minister no support to see njeli omo yenti Honorable Mustafa Yusuf
information on the amount because we ABC the year ni mo hwe but you say agency National Paralympic Committee for and I say they no more for investigation over here investigation also we say over the far over the my over two and no we need that capacity it is how many budget say okay sanitize these things going on, people impersonating, using people's name, using ministries, using agencies, especially also the ministry here say they new motion.
Honorable Mustafa Yusuf SR to also say 10 youth resource centers are buying ACA edia improve Ghana sports no. De yehu say dodo na adwuma no muntimi nwie no. Ose enye bibia na emom eye sika amunyae emfama ye contractors no. Eno na amasa anwoma no esi. Yen senti Honorable Mustafa Yusuf.
The 10 youth resource centers, both phase 1 and phase 2 are ongoing. We have challenges with some of them, and I must admit, with regards to payment to the contractors. Because the contractors have not handed over the project to us, you can't go and use it because we have not commissioned them. The challenges have to do with payment of their certificates, but we are working very hard to make sure that they get their payment and they can go back and complete them for us to put them to good use. The 4 that we had issues with the contractors, that's Azuma Nelson, Youth Research Centers in the Greater Accra here, Yendi in the Northern region, Navrungu in the Upper East region, and Minenine in the Ashanti region. Minenine, recently we asked the contractor on the phase 2 to start. In fact, he has started and he has to also abandon site because of payment. But the second phase has started and he has to abandon again because of payment. But let me assure you, the media, that we are working very hard to get the payments to all the contractors to go back.
Honorable Mustafa Yusuf, Minister for Youth and Sports, and our tenant Kano. On your screen says here, Promise Radio and Promise Sports on Facebook. A youth resource centers ni binu ye Diego Guso. Na osha adea yaboka edisikaye na empokura se ye nwie ya se de esi ejana na se de esi etie. Areho o my Ghana. Se Go Stars omuchusu nyina omu second venue.
I'm going inspect here.
And the first one here nyina. Safe no mo ko inspect. Omu nya inspect you.
That means say no mo choose.
What choose na fi na ko inspect.
Ana omu twoma say omu here say omu twom.
Ana omu do no ma here.
No yanda ben. Papa that's my work can say. Oya sikasam say abanu releases katambe. Ana league is here bono. Date of the say if you have to go by that date September. Are you telling me say by the end of the month August now abanu releases come adena kobi. You know, maybe I'm a chief executive officer because you're oh, but I've been able to come on. Perfect, because you do a catch as your mom benefit na no fa. You know, something that now Abano was so loud on it. Now, until there's a day, you know, was true. If for nothing, at least a youth center amount for I remember so call be.
Ya makoyin nyini.
Okoyin no ba ya. Komo na obo me no.
Mako me hu ho de no. Me hu Kofodia. Recently 6
Kofodia they want me 6 match.
6 match.
Among them na Kofodia be the best. Be the 6 match no yeah. I Kofodia be the best. I think they know near completion saying.
No cry no. Na pitch doesn't look like a pitch already.
But okay, so pitch your person your pitch I think they can do that. They kind of facilities na you know that's you know most you know as much we know they are pitch who adwuma no shouldn't take them too much but a coba na ko we say sika ho asem na ayeden let's praise aban no betimi aye because akara 4-5 months obetimi aye ansana ya to aba say if say nyame boa no mo san to aso they then say ne vice because of ne direct from ne predecessor no ya on ta to aso. But if the other side no bar some bet was no ya na ayedin e de amana de adwuma de kama say na kangrom so let's go meet manya no matutua contractors na kwa no one thing sa no way asem ya asem minister no waka say bibia nsie no e no gwasem aban no and the first time ni Australia visa scandal buy and I know a colleague onya visa ono de o journalist all right and onya visa esen koko Australia no I prepare so work as wo jaiko because na ya sati bon crofo so we journalist onye journalist o
do Malaysia na asan
o da say na asan o mo e ma ne de no arrangement na o ye nyina no
kwa do sa ko ton na
Japan o da say na Japan ya wo kra na o de ko ani ade arrangement ye nyina no e be ye kwa abra e no to ko nya boni bia and nay ya for the whole Olympics for ni pa sabe commodity them amomotimi afri Ghana akodu no way se omodwane no bi gusa fe no modjuma be no kwakọ ye no ho
he
obi no gusa me se
Ghana
se eripa odjuma be no kwakọ ye no ho
Adam tell story bafo Adam tell story no nam se Ghana asem ye kon modjo be siki asalam aboche de se we se do musitie no okojja ba bi kwa no ka se ye chesi ne ho
o da okrum ni ho
wa ya ni agenya hwe no
ko no bi gusa
ba me asema na me dwiru mtim se Ghana asem no wan hwe ya na obi otimi nantiti se minum bi no aheda akotena konwem
I don't say possible
enyi na ye ka no
I don't say possible
Ghana asem ka no
but that makes
more sense kofa owo kofa coach na wo wude brada oba se dare
abusia yi mo de say ko yira busapani no ese ko yira busapani
no na asia
David o sa
Odobo se ba ko
Odobo be jare first re kra de.
O kai o mutima o mo apian. Odobo se be kona mienu die si ho. Eso mo dwane.
Mo dwane.
O fine.
Di mo kan so.
Die wu de se. Ma no nya yi.
Ma le fa le tra o.
No mo a wo so
international de.
Obusu de wu a ye se.
Okwa kohwe se
o si ada ansem na wokeka no.
Asu si dia na obi tini no.
Onya sa
so ko ya. Okwa dwane. Ari omo sa be fa du ko. Se omo de obu ko si aba keke. Omo de omo ko fa ma obu ko si.
Nkofo no.
Asu we.
Na no way for.
Omo de Ghana na jibi sa mo.
Omo sa de visa na mo ye dey.
E de di abra Ghana ha
se omo ko fo mo di shi.
Na se Ghana High Commission no, omo betia ya reme no mo de aba.
Na Ghana Commission ni bi se ni papa.
Ade no mo ye na wo se.
Debi obi se ni we so
Ma we ya no we ye games bia wo Ghana muntimi si wo.
Ojo so la heading pa. I didn't pa.
De montra ho.
Na ye ko duru aye se je
do be hu an se kwabrane. E na so de afiri ade mu a wo kan na wo na esne no. Na we hu akwa na so de yemfa ne se captain se nye no we ho no betena. So man fa basa. Mo 0536161607 0201941461 Yenda Step Hosa Enterprise ase enei omona akofa automatic transmission fluid American gearbox oil papa ede aba CAM2DMAFT ATF eno makofa de aba se body we a no se ba fo ade ne ye papa tie CAM2DMATF de papa so tell me chance we na eye gia oye papa no na Step Hosa Enterprise omo na akofa ede abadwa so ene o ka wo yusuo no ka wato na boden ese wo bo ho ban ye ene ka bo ye din o na se me busa de ne nam 80 ai ka bo ye din nti wo ka na wahwe so ye
ya twentwen so
Step Hosa omo aso ye omo ne Georgia Hotel ne din hwe ne mu Kumase odo ani che Mr. J wodwena so benya bi wofa ewo airport runabout Master Bismarck ewo Estate Junction Sister Route ewo Asokore Mampon John Boat ewo so magazine ena afi ukosunyane a Brother Opon ewo sunya magazine Mr. Jaban ewo Tachima na akwasi won kan ena Madam Brago ewo Takwade yemfa first scholar udin baby akasa free na do asemato aso
Agumase hene nana ntiamu apenyi otofu mienu no fa se kronkron oboy ne atano dumase na meti ma oboy jibo amemra masem so what this you know Ghana football since I'm feeling so sad me kai way back TV station this station ya no muji Ghana gateway or bibita at that season on Sporting Marine and Kotokomas me say Agumase our DSTV center no ebo mase be protocol and Sporting Merino. So I wonder how this time Ghana football local football let me diminish to the sense that even TV stations to sponsor Ghana football. Seems that our football is dying. Let's ride.
That's it for your contribution. Hello. Okay. Boshaba Electricals so eka ho binkane nyina fie Boshaba Electricals. Say chandelier corner light, gate light, ceiling light, LED light, blue and white, steady lamp, LED floodlight, CCTV cable, CCTV cameras, screen holder, standing fan orate, remote standing fan, ceiling fan, air conditioning fan with USB, socket golden switches, 12V adapter, and a digital video recorders. Ni nyina no Boshaba Electricals omaso na ado ni echira onsa ebetimi akabi Boshaba echira kwan onkrabata